For today's lesson, we will discuss about the time measurement, and I am Teacher Grace to discuss it. Okay, so takes a look to the following pictures below. So this an object used to tell time. So are you familiar all this picture of clock? So yung first one is the sundial clock. Since kaya siya tinawag na sundial clock kasi itatapat mo lang siya sa may sikat ng araw. Then, yung shadow niya, yun yung magdi-determine kung anong oras na. Then, the second picture is the candle clock. So, yung kandila naman ang magdi-determine ng oras. And the third one is the water clock or hourglass. And minsan, hindi tubig ang laman nito, minsan buhangin. And yung most common clock na nakikita natin sa ating bahay is yung gallery clock. So, lahat ng clock na ito ay part ng ating history. And ano nga ba ang time? So, time influences our daily activities such that we should keep track of it. So, kaya nga may sinasabi tayong time is gold and kaya hindi na natin maibabalik yung oras. Then, we have to use our time wisely. So, dapat na ginagamit natin sa tamang oras yung oras natin. Then, from ancient times to about the end of the 16th century, sundial were used. So, nung unang panahon nga and sa kasalukuyan, nung unang panahon is wala pa namang gallery clock na ginagamit. So, ang ginagamit nung unang panahon is sundial clock. So, later on, several devices were invented to keep time like the candle clock and the water clock. So, after nga ng ancient times, then, ang ginagamit nung unang panahon is sundial clock. So, ngayon, ang ginagamit na is candle clock and the water clock. Then today, we have more sophisticated watches, digital clocks, other electronic devices to help us tell time. So, ngayon nga is marami nang naiimbento na mga bagong kagamitan katulad ng mga watches. So, ang lahat naman ata merong clock sa sariling cellphone din sa marami pang iba. Then, notice that AM and PM are placed at the end to denote whether the time is in the morning or afternoon. So, ano nga ba ang kaibahan ng AM sa afternoon or morning AM to PM? So, AM and PM, so the differences between them is AM or antemeridian means this time is after 12 midnight and before 12 noon. So, 12:01 AM to 11:59 AM. So, gabi, pagkatapos ng gabi and before mag-noon. So, bago magtanghali. Then, the PM or post-meridian means this time is after 12 noon and before 12 midnight. So, 12:01 PM to 11:59 PM. So, after ng tanghali and bago mag-gabi. So, yun yung kaibahan ng AM and PM. Meanwhile, the 24-hour clock, oftentimes called as military clock, since soldiers are the one mostly use it, does not require AM and PM to be written after the time as it starts at 000 after 23:59 hour or 11:59 PM. Instead, H or R's is placed at the end to indicate the use of the 24-hour clock. 24 clock format. So, ang 24-hour clock daw is, ito yung mga ginagamit ng military clock. So, mga military soldiers ang gumagamit nito. So, sa military clock, so nakikita naman natin sa mga movies na mga military or mga soldiers is, ang ginagamit nila is military clock. So, kapag military clock is hindi na sila naglalagay ng AM and PM. So, instead of AM and PM, ang ginagamit nila is yung capital H or R's. So, yun ang ginagamit nila. So, ito yung nilalagay nila sa end to indicate the use of the 24-hour clock format. So, the tables below shows the correspondence between 12-hour clock. So, in the left side, so nakikita natin is 12-hour clock, and then the right side is 24-hour clock. So, then 12 midnight is equivalent to 0-100 hours. Then 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. So, sa atin is umaga pa sa 12-hour clock. Then, for the 24-hour clock, so equivalent ng 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. is 0-101 hour and 11:59 hour. And then, last one is 12 noon to 11:59 p.m. So, hapon na to or afternoon. So, equivalent niya to 24-hour clock is 12 hour to 2359 hour. So, let's take a look these two feature of our clock. So, the left side is hanggang 12 lang ang number. So, in the right side is may 12 na siya, then may maliliit na number sa gitna. So, which is, yung nasa right side is yun yung nasa military clock or 24-hour clock format. So, this slide is nagpapakita ng different times at different places in the world are caused by the movement of the Earth and 15 degrees longitude every hour. Since there are 24 hours in a day, there are 24 standard time zone. So, 24 hours, so imumultiply natin siya sa 15 degrees, so equivalent of 360. So, sorry sa error ng pagta-type. So, take a look at this picture. So, nakikita natin yung pagkakaiba ng oras natin sa ibang mga lugar sa ating Earth. So, napapansin natin dyan na ang lalaki ng agwat ng oras sa Pilipinas kaysa sa ibang bansa. So, to see the relationship of time in certain places to the time in our country, let us look at the table below and note that positive means ahead and negative means behind. So, let's take a look about the time of the Philippines. So, nakikita natin dito sa difference from Philippine Standard Time or PST. So, ang time natin is Saturday, so 300 I. So, kapag i-compare natin siya sa Buenos Aires, Argentina, so, ahead tayo ng 11 hours. So, next one is Canberra, Australia. So, ahead ang Australia sa atin ng 2 hours. Then, Beijing, China is same lang. So, same lang tayo ng standard time. Then, the Cairo, Egypt. So, behind sila ng 6 hours. Then, Athens, Greece. So, behind sila ng 5 hours. Then, New Delhi, India. So, behind sila ng 2 oras at kalahating minuto. So, the Tokyo, Japan is ahead sila ng 1 oras sa atin. So, in remaining countries, so nakikita naman natin na sa Balintian, Laos is behind sila ng oras. Then, Wellington, New Zealand is ahead tayo ng 4 na oras. Then, Warsaw, Poland is behind sila ng 5 hours. Then, Caracas, Venezuela is behind sila ng kalahating araw. Then, Washington, USA is behind sila ng ang kalahating oras din. So, nakikita natin din yung pagkakaiba talaga ng standard time ng ibang bansa sa atin sa Pilipinas. So, let's apply time measurement to solve their problem. So, Abbas leaves Manila at 22:10 hour on Thursday and arrives in Baguio on 6.5 hours later. At what time and day did the bus arrive in Baguio? Express your answer both in 12-hour and 24-hour clock formats. So, to solve the problem, so we have a Folia's 4-step plan. So, the first step is understand. So, what is us and the problem, and what are the given facts. Then, the step 2 is plan. Plan what to do. Then, third step is solve. Show the solution. So, we need to show the solution. Then, the last step is check. So, we need to check our answer if it is correct. So, let's now solve the problem by applying the first step. Understand the problem. So, we have two. What is us and the problem? So, at what time and day did the bus arrive in Baguio? And don't forget to express your answer both in 12-hour and 24-hour clock format. Then the second one is, what are the given facts? So, a bus leaves Manila at 1 hour on Thursday and arrives in Baguio 6.5 hours later. So, and the second step is plan or planning. So, we need to add 6.5 hours to 22:10 hours, then express the answer both in 12 and 24-hour clock formats. And the third step is solve. So, kailangan nga natin is mag-add ng 6.5 hours to 2210 hours, then express the answer both and 12 and 24-hour clock format. So, wag nating kalimutan na ang 2210 hour is the same as 10:10 p.m. So, and 6.5 hour is the same as 6 hours and 30 minutes. So, para makita natin kung paano natin nagawa yung third step is may dalawa tayong solution. So, for the solution, number 1 is hours. So, 22 plus 6 equals to 28. Then, yung 28 na nakuha natin sa hours, so, ima-minus pa natin siya sa 24. Then, equal to 4. Then, on the minutes is 10 plus 30, so, equals to 40. So, and the solution number 2 is hours. 10 plus 6 equals to 16. Then, the answer of the 10 plus 6 equals to 16 is ima-minus natin siya sa 12. Then, equals to 4. So, in minutes, 10 plus 30 equals to 40. So, same lang sila nung sa solution number 1 na minutes. So, therefore, the bus of Baguio City arrives at 4:40 hours on Friday. And for the last step is check. So, if you walk 6 hours and 30 minutes is the answer of 2210 hours. So, if your answer is correct, so it is correct. So, that's the 4 step of Folia's plan. So, let's convert the following 12-hour clock into 24-hour clock. So, the first one is 7:24 a.m. So, umaga siya. So, hindi na natin siya mababago. So, ang mababago na lang dito is yung sa AM. So, magiging capital H na siya. Then, the second one is 3:35 a.m. So, 3:35 a.m. is umaga pa rin. So, ang mababago na lang natin dito is yung AM. So, magiging capital H na siya. So, The third one is 6:57 a.m. So, umaga pa rin. So, ang mababago na lang din dito is yung AM. So, magiging capital H na lang siya. Then, for the number 4, so 11 a.m. So, ang mababago din dito is 11 yung sa umaga kasi AM. So, magiging 8 siya. Then, the last one is 8:30 p.m. So, sorry for the typo. So, PM talaga yon. So, PM na siya. So, it means gabi na. So, maaari na siyang mababago. So, magdadagdag na lang tayo sa hours ng 12. So, magpa-plus tayo ng 12. So, 8 plus 12 equals to 24. So, magiging 20 plus 30 siya. R. So, H na yung pananda niya. So, ngayon, baliktarin naman natin. So, converting to 24-hour clock into 12-hour clock. So, we have here 1200 OR. So, kapag kinonvert natin yan is umaga pa yung 1200. So, magiging 12 noon. So, the next one is 2245 hours. So, gabi na to. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is magma-minus tayo ng 12. So, 22 minus 12 is 10. So, magiging 10:45 p.m. So, the third one is 1234 hours. So, umaga to. Then, ang equivalent niya to 12-hour clock is 12:34 p.m. So, the fourth one is 2350 hours is ito ay gabi na. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is magbabawas ulit tayo ng 12. So, 23 minus 12 is 11. So, meron tayong 11:50 p.m. So, the last one is 2305 hours. So, gabi na din to. So, magbabawas ulit tayo ng 12 sa hours. So, 23 minus 12 is 11. So, meron tayong 11:05 p.m. So, let's proceed to another activity. So, this activity is identify the time being asked. So, i-identify lang natin yung nakasulat. Then, i-convert natin siya to 12-hour and ano yung corresponding niya sa 24-hour. So, the first one is half past midnight. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? So, half past midnight is nakalipas na ng gabi. So, parang past 30 minutes na to 12 midnight. Then, next, ang 12-hour nito is 12:30 a.m. Then, corresponding nito sa military clock is 030 hours. So, wag natin kalimutan na ang half past midnight is 12:30 a.m. Then, sa military clock is 030 hours. So, the next activity is 2 hours to 9 p.m. So, ano nga ba ang 2 hours to 9 p.m.? So, ito ay bago mag 9 p.m. So, ima-minus lang natin siya 9 minus 2. So, ang 9 minus 2 is 7 p.m. kapag 12 hour. Then, corresponding ng 12 hour na sa 24 hour is 1900 hour. So, the last one activity is quarter after 0:00. So, ano nga bang equivalent nito sa 12 hour and 24 hour? So, ano nga ba ang quarter after 0 hours? So, di ba kanina is quarter after 12 midnight? So, Kapag yung quarter, ang quarter is 30. So, yung 30 is ima-minus natin. I-divide natin siya sa 1/4. So, 1/4 ng 30 is 15. So, ang midnight is 12. So, 12:15 a.m. to sa 12 hour. Then, corresponding niya to 24 hour in military clock is 0:18 hour. And dyan na nga nagtatapos ang discussion natin ngayon. And thank you sa pakikinig and see you next meeting for our lesson.